From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Throwing first play is Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Chargers at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
Last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Levis. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Caught left side, Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Levis. Fighting through pressure. This is caught. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Spears. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense... And
he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Levis to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to put that one until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Levis. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. It must mean 2nd down.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Levis sets up to throw here. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 2. Levis back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Levis looking to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. 2nd and 7. Levis. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Folks, kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Levis, a short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Play action now. Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Back to throw again. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles, and creating his own yardage.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Levis now off of play action. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins from 19 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
This is caught inside the 15. And on the way for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 61 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the 3rd quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And here's a give to Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his fifth overall. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Herbert now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Off the play fake, Levis. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Over the middle, he has a Okonkwo. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, here's Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Titans first down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Levis to throw off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call. Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Levis out of the shotgun now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Toward the pylon, caught! Touchdown! Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 17.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. So for the Titans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on